Hello and welcome to DDOCaSplat. We're a static group on Khyber that has a lot of fun, talks about a lot of random stuff, and plays some DDO and tries not to spend too much of the time as a Soulstone. We're gonna run Newcomers on 4 skulls.
Ooh, okay. I that they're probably
Not as bad as you remember.
well, no, probably, but I'm just gonna say you probably got an audible groan if he had his mic on from Evil Beaker, but
I'm right here.
They're it's a little bit longer. It's one of those quests that the uber completionist R10 people will run, but I feel like most sane people skip these two. It's not a very good XP run. I did have this one did have that healer belt that was really popular for a hot minute. And then we got the silver thread belt.
right from
Yeah.
from Strahd or whatever that place is.
Yeah.
I feel like Ravenloft came out and it was
Ravenloft, that emo place.
there you go.
I mean, that's
You emerge from the
kind
jungle
of
into an open
standard,
field,
right?
only
Like an
to
expansion
spot a
comes
figure
out and whatever came out right
beckoning.
before it
Footsteps
is
can be heard from further down the path.
immediately questionable whether or not it's useful loot. Especially at endgame. Just because you're talking about it being at the same minimum level. Hello, Peter Reaper. I can't see because of the trees.
Remnant's back here.
Ooh, thank you.
So I forgot to ask this the last time, but did anyone see the new Nike commercial, Nike split screen commercial?
Nope.
Man, check it out. It's an amazing piece of editing. Like half of the, so it's a split screen of 2 different sports events or scenes, but they overlap. Or it's like one side will be like soccer and the other side will be like football. But what you're watching crosses the split screen, and it makes total sense. Like it looks like they're just like completely like looking at 2 different dimensions or views of the same thing happening.
Oh, so it looks like they're actually playing together?
It looks like the events are happening in this, like you're viewing the same thing happening from 2 different versions or something. I'm probably explaining it really wrong, but like there'll be a player running across one side of the screen as like a soccer player, and as he crosses the middle, he becomes a football player.
So the players morph into the different different sports.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And I think there's like one scene that's like LeBron James dunking, but like the other side is a long jumper, and it's kind of flat out amazing how well it looks. But I mean, some people might groan a little bit because it's very much a feel good part of the time kind of a vibe, but the editing is so good. Like it's really
So
cool.
it's not political.
No, it's a hang in there, be together, unity kind of a thing.
Holy cow! Look at all those reapers.
Yeah, and my hold was on something that ran away from them. Ow. This place might help. No, I wouldn't call it political. Some people might. I don't think you would, Arcot. Or at least, I don't think you would say that it's like really bending.
Not overtly political.
Yeah. I mean, the political. I would say the political part of it, if any, is along the lines of, "Hey, let's work together and not be divisive."
And that's fine. I don't have any issues with that.
Yeah.
The door opens, revealing a lush waterfall. Twisting paths.
But I
lead
saw it a
deep
couple
into
weeks
the
ago,
dense jungle.
and after I saw it, I was like, "That was really cool." I should have looked up what the name of the commercial was. I'm sure it's not.
Yeah, I
hard
would
to find
watch it on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
It is. I watched it again on YouTube actually. Like I went and looked it up right away to watch it again because it was just so cool. It was like it's one of those things that you watch and it's like, you know what? I kind of understand how I could do that, right? But I also don't know how I would actually do it. Like it seems simple on the one hand, but like it has to have taken so long. Commercials in general have been pretty creative though. I think ESPN is the one that has the has a couple commercials that are like sports players and they're alone in their backyards. Like, they're like, what do we play? And one of them has like this whole fencing set up in his backyard.
Oh, you mean fencing with epées and rapiers?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like one of the versions is like we're playing baseball. We're gonna play baseball, and like, oh, we're playing baseball. Like, I'm in. And then at the end, it's this guy in a fencing suit with like this little it's kind of like a boxing, like a boxing punching bag, like the big ones, except it's ground supported and it's for fencing.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know. I mean, it looks like it's for fencing. I have no real idea. But he's like, "Oh, we're playing baseball now," because he's all dressed up for fencing. He's like, "Hang on," goes and dresses up.
Several giants have set up camp in a secluded
And
spot.
I must not watch TV at all these
Some kind
days.
of lever amongst the
Yeah.
tents.
I'm not surprised. Although I would think that they would be a little bit more aggressive about getting some of these ads on like YouTube and stuff. Although, I mean, people probably skip those more often than not, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there's a web browser out there called Brave, 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 as in
Okay.
you're awfully brave,
The movie, the Pixar movie.
like Braveheart, but it's called Brave, and it actually has it built into it that you can actually skip all those ads, and it'll do it for you.
Mm.
So it's pretty cool.
Wonder how long that's gonna be able to last.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine.
I think that the challenge will be for YouTube to figure out how to get those ads through Brave's filtering. So, yeah, so it may not last forever.
Well, so the interesting thing there is I don't know how much of that would be a YouTube thing and how much of it would be the content creators themselves. Because YouTube supports free videos just fine, right? Like I'm not really sure how much they really care. I mean, they want to create revenue, but I mean, free videos are a big part of their brand too. But I would think that anything along those lines might be driven more by content creators who, like, I don't even think they get any money unless like the ad plays at least a little bit, right?
Yeah, there's
And-
some way the monetization works, and I'm not really sure how. But yeah, I'm sure it's something like that.
And I believe they get less money when you skip it. So there's considerations like that. So it'd be interesting to see if the content creators would try to combat that a little bit more. Probably they'd end up doing what some have already started doing, which is they incorporate the ad in their content. A lot of podcasts I've been listening to have started doing that.
Yeah, it's about I'm being sponsored by such and such, and this particular service is great because blah 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 blah.
Which is kind of a mixed bag, right? Like sometimes it's like you're just reading a script. Another time, like the CinemaSins guys podcast, like is like they're like actually talking about it and incorporate it into what they're actually doing a lot of times, especially when it's movie related. But the podcast ones really get you because a lot of times, like if you're listening to it on while you're driving or something, like you can't change, you can't necessarily stop and like fast forward and figure out where you need to fast forward to and stuff like that.
Right.
You're kind of stuck listening to it.
I don't mind a 30-second commercial so much as I mind the ones that are like 20 minutes in length. Have you ever run into those?
Not 20 minutes, but I've definitely like 2 or 3 minute ones. Yeah.
I run into commercials that are longer than the bit of video that I want to see.
Yep.
Oof.
I have
that
minute
really
ones.
annoys me.
It's crazy. It's like an infomercial.
Which kind of begs the question, like, why do they think there's a shrine there if you want to use it? Like, why do they think that's going to be something people want to watch, like a 2-minute video? Like, if I can't fast forward it, then I feel like I'm being held hostage. It's not like we have 2-minute videos on TV or 2-minute commercials on TV.
Well, that's why you should buy YouTube Premium or subscribe to YouTube Premium.
I have YouTube TV. I switched to that a while back, right before they hiked the price up, by like $15 a month. Go figure.
Yeah, they'll get you in the end anyway.
Hey, you know what? I am still paying $100 a month less than I was paying for my previous service. So,
well, that's a deal right there.
not complaining. Who needs songs?
I do.
I'll even give you
Thank
a
you.
bonus blur there.
Ooh, a bonus blur.
A little bit of a shame that you can't sneak blur into your song. That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Just make it so my song does all the buffs in the game at the same time. Thanks.
That'd be awesome.
It'd certainly counter some of the complaint of when they change it so you have to sing to each person individually.
Oh, that was the worst.
I don't know, I still feel like I sing less.
Remnant. Are you
With the
there, Evil
magical
Beaker?
barrier dispelled,
I am.
you can now explore deeper
So
into the
I've been
caverns.
watching more of that Warrior Nun.
I'm sorry.
No, actually, I'm actually liking it. I'm about halfway through, and I feel like it's really picked up.
It does.
I was very disappointed right up until the end.
Was that because the end was great, or you were happy that it was just over?
Well, the second one plus the end was not as displeasing as the rest of it.
It's been renewed for a second season.
So it
Yeah.
sucked less, is what you're telling me.
Correct.
I'm liking it.
Nope.
It did start off a little slow, but
A little.
I feel like it's recovered.
Nope, not a fan.
I'm still looking for
The sound
more
of a door
shows that are
rumbling
more
open can be
about
heard to the east.
teamwork against a common enemy as opposed to
One of the fiercest lizard
fighting
folk
amongst
has made
themselves
this
the whole
room
time.
into its den. The creature hisses
Have you
menacingly
checked out
as
Lower
you
Deck?
no.
Oh
I don't
God,
have
it looks
CBS.
awful.
Oh, Alexis. I've heard it's good.
It really depends on your point of view.
Creature
In
emits a
fact,
guttural
I'm
groan
actually watching the
and
first
collapses.
episode now because it's running free everywhere.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube free. It's on Pluto free.
I heard it was a little more adult than Star Trek normally is.
There's you gotta be quick. Some of it, the humor comes by pretty quick. I wouldn't say it's adult.
One of these days, I want to watch Orville.
I
which
like
was
that
canceled
show.
on Hulu.
It was what? I thought Hulu was picking it up.
No, they canceled it. That was the last I heard.
Oh, that must have been more recently then. I heard it was canceled on Fox, but Hulu was picking it up.
No, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
canceled.
what I heard too. Well, it hasn't even aired on Hulu, so
Yeah,
how can they cancel it?
That's what I'm questioning.
not sure.
Unless they just decided. Unless
Wait.
they just said.
And they
well,
might just change plans. I mean, that's certainly possible.
Fox.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Because Disney bought Fox. What of is Fox 13 part of Disney now, or whatever? Like the TV station, not the news station.
No, so
From the-
no, so Disney didn't buy all of Fox.
Right.
It's divided between like their news, like Fox News and the Fox Business and all that stuff. That's not included in what
Right.
Disney bought. They
But
bought. I
is-
think they got like the sports, like Fox Sports. I don't know that they bought. So I think that the local affiliates are part of that news group. I think. I'm not positive about that though.
Oh, I
Which
forgot about
would
this.
be technically be the news affiliates would be like locally owned and then like co-opted in or something like. Isn't that kind of how that works?
Well, they're definitely locally owned, but they're part of the obviously the network.
The network. But like the other shows, because it was what Orville would have been on. I'm not really sure how the network part of it works, but anyways, I was wondering if the
What good am I
The
keeping
show is
in a
good.
backpack?
yeah, I was just wondering if the network, Fox Network, was now owned by Disney and they canceled it only to pick it up on their other station, essentially. Oh, I'm not gonna hit this lever.
If somebody
I
gets all
was
the...
ex-
Go ahead.
I'm working on it.
I was gonna say I was expecting it to be kind of silly, like Galaxy Quest. And while it's definitely silly, the undertone of it is very serious and very reminiscent of teaching lessons like Star Trek.
So it's preachy, is what you're telling us.
It's not preachy at all. It's subtle, but it's definitely more serious than I expected.
Ah, shoot.
That was Orville you're talking about?
Yes, not preachy like Star Trek could be preachy. No. Whoa.
And skip. All right, the last one's pulled. Yeah, some of the it's kind of a little bit of a downer when a TV show gets super duper preachy, isn't it? I like it when they mask it in pretty well. That's actually one of the reasons why I stopped liking Supergirl pretty quick. It was just a little. It was hitting me over the head a little too hard with the female empowerment, woman.
Oh, too much girl power. Yeah.
It's hard. I mean,
So then-
it's not just that, but it was. It was just too much of it.
You might want to avoid Stargirl then.
I don't see anything saying that the Orville is canceled from Hulu.
I could have swore I saw something. Maybe it was an old announcement.
That guy seemed weak. I wonder if he was the right challenge rating. Man, I am getting some serious mileage out of Matt's hold in this quest.
No complaints here.
Anybody watch season 2 of Umbrella Academy yet?
Yep.
Giant
I haven't. No, I haven't finished. Nope.
Definitely different.
That
I
Can be
never
good.
did follow the comic book though. So I don't know what the difference is.
I do have a question that I don't think will ruin things. So, because there were more than just those 7 kids that were born same day, same time.
Yep.
Do they bring in
And
any other ones?
they addressed that at the end
Oh, okay.
of season 2.
Okay. Because I feel like more people with superpowers should be showing up.
I'm sure not all of them are still alive either.
You're gonna have to watch it all the way through the last episode. Sorry.
I mean, I planned to. I enjoyed that. That was
I know,
one
I
of
plan
those.
to too.
It was one of those series that I think actually did a good job of this team fighting amongst
Coming up on
themselves.
the flank behind us.
Awesome.
Oh, hey!
The more glory
Right in the
we
back.
receive.
You finished the show Cursed on Netflix, the first
did.
season.
I did a lot while I couldn't see out of one eye.
I put that in my list and then I took it out. Then I put it in my list, then I took it out.
It's a mixed bag.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's not what I thought it was going to be about.
Back here. Remnant back here.
Thank you.
Where I am.
Yeah, I already got that one. I think the thing that
Ow.
I kind of maybe
With the lizard folk defeated,
the
Alliance
Arthurian
calls
stuff
for you
I
to
think
come
felt
to the
out of
front gate.
place. If that makes sense.
Well, they changed the whole premise of Arthur and Uther and all that stuff. And while I'm not necessarily against that, I just don't think it was done very well.
Like I don't understand. Like I don't remember anything about the Fae and
No,
like
that's all
Crusade. Like it's all this
that-
like new stuff and
No, that's all made up. That's just somebody's interpretation. I don't.
Yeah.
There might have been a novel that kind of took that angle of it all. I don't. If there was, I don't know which one it was.
I really just feel like it's two ideas that were mixed together, right? Like someone had this idea of let's have this medieval world with the Fae, like this Fae group and this like overzealous crusade church group, and then someone
I
else
like that part of it.
well, and then someone else had this idea of this prequel to the Arthurian legend and like the heroes before they were legends kind of things. And the only way the two, either of them could actually get greenlit was to combine them.
Yep. I liked the whole Red Paladins thing. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, nope. I'm with you.
I feel like if they'd have done one or the other, I would have been really interested in. I would have been more interested in it. like putting them together just didn't quite work for me.
Well, I like the take on Merlin a little bit, but that wasn't necessarily bad, and I like that actor.
Passageway has collapsed.
Has he been in other things?
Yeah, he was in Vikings. He played Floki
didn't
in
watch that.
Vikings.
Well, the idea of like magic and fairies is definitely in the King Arthur lore.
Yeah, but not like what Patrick's talking
This
about.
is
though.
like-
it's a little different.
Oh, okay.
This is like the Crusades, except substitute the Muslim. Is that the right?
Jihad type of thing.
Well, I don't want to say not jihad. That's definitely not what I'm looking
No.
for.
Yeah.
The
Thank you.
like substitute the Muslim side or the Islamic side for
The Fae.
the Fae,
Okay.
and take out and then make them the huge underdogs. Like take out the equality or the rough equality in the battle, and like one's getting their butts kicked. Like we're going left today.
Always go left.
That's what our gaming groups do. Always go left.
There's
The
a tactic in it.
the first time I DM'd the first ever dungeon I made, I stuck a nasty pile of oozes on the first left. I ate like 2 players' armor, and they're like, "You're mean."
Fun game, Pat. Fun game.
Yeah, it's like
All right.
there's 2 remnants. They're like, that was mean. And I'm like, I mean, it's like, you knew we would go left. I'm like, so be less predictable. Left is not always the answer. I didn't really do stuff like that again, but
For the remnant back.
silly ranged. Was hiding the remnants in the back. Suppose I could haste myself. That might make me run faster. Need to find a striding augment for this guy. What is slapping you in the face?
I ran into a bunch of guys and they all hit me pretty much at the same
As
time.
the lever activates,
Yeah, they did.
energy pulses into the central chamber.
Did I give you a blur?
Yeah, I think so.
There's another one.
Yes, I have a blur.
Man, what is it with archers in this quest and having good saves compared to everything else?
This was during their, overwhelming groups of
Watch the
mobs
corner.
phase.
Yeah, I was looking for traps.
Yeah, I thought there were traps in this hallway at some point.
It's usually in the corner, but not always in the corner.
An unnatural cold radiates throughout this room, which is dominated by a glowing magic device. 2 gems adorn the control panel that Alanithus mentioned.
I actually watched some hockey this afternoon. Not really sure why.
Oh, it's
Like
your block.
NHL hockey or
Yeah.
college hockey?
No, NHL. Do they even televise
There you
college
go.
hockey?
I'm sure like on
They do in-
ESPN
they
4
do
or
in-
Yeah,
something.
they do.
They do in Wisconsin because it's pretty
Uh-huh.
huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I live in like different parts of the
The lever
U.S.
is pulled, and energy begins to flow towards the central chamber.
Don't open that door.
This door right here.
Have fun fighting everything. I mean, besides Wisconsin and Minnesota, like, are there states that are really big in hockey?
Sure, upstate New York.
Detroit area.
Michigan.
The Midwest is big on college hockey.
The gate to the west slides open, clearing the way into Dunalenthia's chamber.
I don't know. I've never really watched hockey that much before, but I kind of got into it a little bit. Well, it seems a little weird to me that they let players sit right in front of the goalie.
The other players sit wherever they can sell a ticket.
The-
Bear traps up there.
I think those are pressure plates.
Oh yeah, okay.
They make the same sound though.
You do.
A little disorienting, right?
All right, we have the ransack and conquest bonus.
Ooh.
Dunalenthia stands stiffly on the platform above. Her unnatural movements tell you that she's being magically compelled by the cultists surrounding her.
Yo, missed. Oh, totally missed.
Remnant.
Should I take the dragon? Yeah,
I don't know. Should you?
Probably not, but I will.
Hey, it's your funeral.
Something like that. Make sure I have haste on myself. That'll probably help. Question is, can I get them separated? There we go. Failure. Still a failure. How does heal Arcot?
You're just gonna yell Arcat?
I said I'm just gonna heal Arcot.
Oh, okay, well thank you.
Holy cow, that was fast.
Yeah, the Dragon Breath pops this. Works pretty good there.
Orlanthi falls, releasing
It was
Dunalenthia
actually
from her
easier than I thought
magical
it was gonna be.
compulsion.
Hey, look. Not the healer belt.
Nothing.
we got the glacial sphere, the ice. Oh, Atsi, you might want this.
I do not have the legendary one. I have the heroic one.
So does that mean you want the legendary one?
You don't want it, I'll be happy to take it. Thank you.
And now make yourself an ice sork.
I thought he was on an ice sork.
Is he? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm seeing like fireballs and stuff thrown around.
That's
No,
me.
that's
Oh, that's you. Okay.
That's Alchemist Go Boom.
Uh-huh.
let me go repair.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I need to repair too.
Let's see where that orb go.
Don't tell me you sold it.
No.
He
The first time
He
I
didn't
did
sell.
that.
He just fed it to a sentient weapon.
Ooh, that was 100 cold power.
Nice.
Mhm.
Should look for the. It's in Madness of Crowds, right? The ice. I know Wild Flame is from there, but
I
there's
have
like a cold version too, right?
I have the orb and then the epic scepter of glaciation.
I think the best ice weapon is from. It's the Wild Flame equivalent, but for cold. I don't know if it's in Madness of Crowds or if it's in one of the other ones from the House J quests.
Hmm.
I think they're both in Madness of Crowds, but I'm not positive.
We doing one more?
Yeah, loot black and blue. Next week we can like really punish ourselves maybe and run RSO or killing time.
Oh.
We might hold off on those though. We'll see.
The cleric's gone.
Which one, PJ? You say Madness of Crowds?
For the cold stick?
Yeah. So it's called Legendary Wild Frost. It's a sickle.
Yeah. Is it?
Well, it's got insightful glaciation 101.
Yeah.
And regular glaciation too, and ice lore.
And lore, right? Yeah.
But you want the belt though. What's the name of the belt?
Oh, the one from
Ravenloft belt.
Yeah. Fire and Acid one is from the last quest. It's from the Abbey.
Yeah, it's the Burn Scar sash.
Yeah. It's from Yestrid Hill. Pretty sure.
Oh,
it's Yestrid Hill.
the lightning one.
It's lightning and cold, right? And the other one's fire and acid. And then
Right.
The third one is positive and negative.
The Chamber of Arganessen assigned an agent.
They should
named
do a
Erdnov
light and a
to
sonic
guard
one. That
several
would have been
powerful
awesome.
Artifacts in this area. But
An interesting
Erdnov
mix.
hasn't reported in for some time. You've been
But
sent
yeah,
to find
they did
out
kinda
what
leave that
happened
out,
to
right?
him. To the east is a large portal with
Suspiciously
3 dormant
so.
runes above it. An excited
Well,
form
but
behind the
also you
portal
don't-
beckons you closer.
There's not a DPS Warlock. I guess.
Fear Reaper.
Dust blankets this room.
No, he ran
You
behind
spy
me.
an unlit rune
That
in one
was
of the
rude.
corners.
I hate it when the monsters don't line up the way you expect them to, or you want them to.
So rude of
I don't know. It's almost like Kevin's controlling
The
them.
rune starts to emit a pale glow.
I don't know what you're talking
This
about.
is
Whoa.
one of the 3 runes on Ergnon's portal.
Hey, we're playing Heroes of Battle Rides this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm. The triumphant return of. Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to sending.
Again.
Lots of remnants.
Cool. Like remnants.
I think I'm up to 500, over 500 remnants so far tonight.
Tonight?
Wow.
I've had a couple of 60 drops.
Oh, nice.
Holy
Wow.
cow. Assuming I emptied my bag since we started playing, I'm up. to
That's why I
200.
know because I did empty my bag.
Yeah, you can rake them in.
Well, with these big mobs, it's
Yeah.
this is a remnant cache.
I recently, cause I've been doing a lot of reincarnating, and I recently added haunted halls to my route.
A dormant rune can be seen in the far corner.
Mostly because I wanted to get a mage star, and I assumed that it was going to take me like 20 runs to get it. And I, of course, got it on my first 2 tries. Like, I got one on each of them. But I think I'm going to keep it because it wasn't taking me too long. And then you do the short version and then do the mummy.
The rune sparks to
And
life when the lever is
I've
pulled.
been getting like 10 to 20 remnant chests a run. That's a
Nice.
Cow.
yeah.
PJ, can I get a blur from you?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of haunted halls, if you're a follower of Ed Greenwood, he had an article on Ian World, and he talked a little bit about some TSR history. It's kind of entertaining.
Haunted halls used to be the with like the juju zombies or something. Used to be like this remnant
Yes.
farm. Like they
Yeah, they were unending. They would always
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, isn't that where you get the meteor rubies?
Think so.
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know where those drop.
I thought it was in that quest.
Plague Reaper.
And a lot of champions. And ow, my beautiful face. You have to look up where you get the meteoric ruby.
Remnants back here. Whoa.
Am. Because I thought the meteoric ruby, and then like there's a bunch that came out at the same time, right? Like there's the
Force ruby.
Force,
Oh,
holy,
yeah.
a bunch of bursty ones, right?
Mhm.
I thought they were in the grouping of quests, or like they were just. I think I've had it in my head that they were just kind of in general random loot, but I don't. That clearly can't be right because I never pull them, so. They gotta be somewhere where I'm not going.
I'm getting the ham. I love ham.
The rune flickers to life when it
Well,
On
I'll
my
have
lower
that.
levels,
It's all yours.
on the
At
low
last, I
levels,
am
I love
free.
this stuff.
Every once in a while, you'll see
Past
somebody
amphitheater has
conjure a
collapsed.
genie in the
Meet me
marketplace
near the
with
cave-in. I will open
tons
it
of
for you.
ham flying everywhere.
Yeah. 50 of them. Nice. Did I miss something that way? Was
Yeah,
there a
it
chest?
says the meteoric star ruby does say. No, I was looking up. It's a drop location is Haunted Hall Evening Star, the end chest, and the optional dragon chest. So there you go. Well, it sounds like it's going to be convenient that I'm going to keep that on my my run.
Remnant.
59. There we go.
I got 2.
The far end of this chamber seems to be sealed by a solid wall of stone.
Is that where the other rubies dropped then? Probably is, huh?
I'm not
We gotta
sure.
go talk to the
beyond
guy at the beginning.
What? Is he not doing it?
Don't we have to? Oh, he's here. Oh, that's
The
right. Yeah.
ground
So when we do
rumbles
the
and
okay, never
rocks
mind.
shatter
Yeah.
as Ergnoth
I mean,
clears the
I've
way.
I've had what you just said happen, where you didn't talk to him at the beginning, and he's like not here or something. But
The crumbling stones of this ruined amphitheater are now the site of a dark ritual. conducted by
Okay.
criminals.
So
Almighty
this guy
Dragon, I
does-
offer you Achilles as tribute.
Yeah. Thanks. This guy's acid, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Black as acid.
And then he does a lot of acid
You
damage.
can.
Almighty Drake, Achilles says, Almighty Dragon, I offer Keenhor as tribute. Somebody
I
roll
mean,
bluff.
but that's so cliche.
Somebody roll bluff.
I'll go take him. Here, why not? Let's dance. I don't know that I'm gonna keep aggro, but or does Paladin tribute work for a show title?
God, I hope not.
You got half a quest to find a better one.
I am going
Oh,
to damage.
Thump.
Just
Wow.
moves up. Let's move on.
uh-oh.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Forgot about
He
those
turned
guys.
around. Oh, the
Nailed.
acid
There we
dot.
go.
Yeah, that acid dot hurts.
There you go.
Nice.
The black dragon flies off,
That went pretty well.
bellowing for help. Master, we were thwarted at the amphitheater. I'll secure the second artifact if you'll slow these damned intruders. Ergnoth shouts. Quickly, into the passageway to the south. You'll find the second artifact at the end of several aqueducts.
Anyone else find it weird that we always seem to be fighting the dragons' battles for them? Like, aren't they an army of dragons?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why
And,
not
and-
we fight Elminster's battles for him?
It's called a Council of Worms.
I mean, Elminster is Elminster. He's a wizard, so this makes a lot more sense to me. Wizards are always getting other people to fight their battles for them. It's like Wizard School 101.
I don't know. I'd rather say no to Elminster than no to a dragon.
Elminster would probably be a lot more agreeable to it. Something tells me the dragon might be more inclined to eat you.
Well, Elminster could just one-shot you, but I think the dragon would make it painful.
This huge aqueduct was constructed by the giants in another age. Small rock outcroppings poke above the flowing water.
Oh, yay.
An
Uncle Swimming.
ancient blue dragon suddenly swoops over the aqueduct. A bolt of
Oof.
lightning from the creature strikes the water, instantly electrifying it.
It's gonna be a pain.
Dang it. Knew that was going to happen.
Hey, what?
I am going to take this. You didn't need to damage
Didn't
me.
dance.
We'll just make ourselves up and move on.
Damn it.
By the way, there are 2 remnants back there if you want to go get them.
Of course there are. Didn't make that jump.
The door opens, offering refuge from Korkaza, the ancient blue dragon, and the electrified water. The cavern tunnel leads deeper into the giantish complex.
You know, it's been a while since they've made quests like this long, hasn't it?
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing.
You're right.
Oh, remnant back here.
There was
Although
a couple of Sharn quests that were pretty long, I think.
not this long.
No, not this long.
I'm trying to think of what Sharn, like some of the Ravenloft quests you could make this long if you, like the castle ones, if you wandered around.
Or the temple.
Temple was before this? I'm not actually sure.
You mean the Amber Temple?
Temple of Elemental Evil. Amber Temple.
The Amber Temple would be is hard if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, that can take you a while
Yeah, it
to
can
learn
be
that
long.
one.
If you go in there blind without understanding how the quest works, it could take a while.
Yep.
Sure. I
Trying
think
to find-
some
yeah.
The second aqueduct
people
stands
it
before
could.
you.
I
Well,
hesitate
if
to
you
say
wanted
that
to just
because
see everything.
well, I hesitate to say that you would spend like
stone outcroppings.
that quest seems like one that would be to me is hard to make take this long. But I also have a really good sense of direction, and I think in order to make Amber Temple really take a long time, you really need to not be paying attention or not have an understanding of where you are in relationship to where you've been and just keep running in circles. Because it's not really that big. And it's just like if you are efficient about where you go just with
The
trial
ancient
and error,
platform
you
gives
should
way,
actually not end
exposing
up
water
spending
beneath it.
too long in there.
Well, the first time I was in the castle and the temple, I wanted to see every corner of it only because
Sure.
I ran the quest.
Yeah, the castle you could definitely make take this long. I mean, there's enough stuff in the castle that. And I think if Haunted Halls is one that you could really end up spending a lot of time in too.
Oh, sure. All those extra side
Yeah.
side things. Yeah, for
There's
sure.
a lot going on in there that you don't have to touch. And as far as I know, it's the only quest, and I was reminded about this because I've been running it. It's the only quest that I know of that it actually has a warning. Like you go in the dungeon, it's like, Warning: this dungeon can be really long. For your first time, we recommend staying to the well-lit path.
Something in Temple of Elemental Evil like that too.
I don't know. I don't remember there being.
I thought it was like, oh, maybe it's in the dialogue in the beginning.
That could be possible.
The creature emits a guttural drone and
Did that
collapses.
thing just die in the electric trap?
No, I was killing it.
Okay.
I've been throwing some electricity too.
But I'm with you, Argot. I kind of I don't really care for the super long ones.
I love the Cogs quests. I just
This door
those are
opens
great.
into a second cavern.
Those are
giving
almost
you
a little too
reprieve
short.
from the attentions of the blue dragon.
I don't feel like they do a very good job balancing length of quest to XP ratios, though.
You wouldn't be the first person to say that.
Especially when you start talking about Reaper, like it feels like they need to be a little less, have a little less variety of how much time variance they put, or length variance they put in quests, or they need to have more, lengths of quest, for lack of a better word. Because there's only 4, right? Very short, short, medium, and long.
Oh, there's very long.
Oh, is it? It's short, medium, long, and very long. Maybe that's what it is.
I think that's. I don't think I've ever seen very short,
I
but I
think Yeah,
could
I
be
think
mistaken. But
But the cogs are definitely shorter than most of the short quests.
yes,
I mean, if you like tripled this thing's XP, you know, people would probably run it. Just you can go other places and run something.
You go
I
ahead
mean,
and
this is what,
rest.
58,000,
I'll come
60,000 Reaper XP. Oh, I've done it before. What are you getting for a first time XP?
well, right now it says total Reaper XP is 3,631. But I don't have any potions
Sorry,
running or anything like that.
the actual XP, not Reaper XP.
Oh, okay. It's like 123. No, 131, 728.
Which I think is pretty close to Amber Temple or Castle, right? That sounds pretty normal for a very long quest, but like some of those very long quests we can run so much faster.
Yeah, you really can't shortcut this one or,
Mm-mm.
avoid a lot of the fights. It's all pretty much, it's like one big giant tunnel, really.
Can you get everybody?
I think Saphira might want to blur.
That would be great. Thank you.
We'll even give you a bonus song with that blur.
Yay!
Particularly the part of the how much XP do we give for a quest?
The smell of ozone
Like
and
Ravenloft
crackle of
is like a
sparks
really
immediately
a
tell
really
you that
tricky one, right?
electricity
Because it's
pulses
got
through the water ahead. Stone platforms in various stages of disrepair.
it's got all those
surround
quests
the
that
aqueduct.
are non-linear. So if you do, like if you optimize them, you can go really fast
You
through them,
spot
right?
a
But
set of 3 levers with signal. When
if
this
you don't
lever is pulled,
optimize them, you could
a
end
loud
up
click reverberates off the walls
spending
of
a
the
lot of
aqueduct.
time
The other
in them,
levers
and then
are
they're
now
really
at
not
the
very
top
good
position.
XP runs at all. How close are you to the second lever?
A couple more things to kill.
I'll wait here then.
All right, he's at the second lever.
Gotta pull it. I can see the gem here is not lit. There we go. All right.
Carnage Reaper ahead.
I'm coming up.
I'll
be there soon.
to the left.
Ow.
Oh, there it is.
Fewer of them means
Uh-huh.
more kills for us.
I'm not gonna have any luck holding a Fate touched.
Where are you, Otzi?
I have a stone.
Yeah,
okay.
and I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to raise myself with my cleric, and you keep taking my stone, and then I keep teleporting away.
Okay, I'm at lever 3.
You can pull it. I already hit the thing.
The signal crystal lights up, and the portal in front of the ruins disappears.
The
You can
the
now
control
enter the
panel that
giant's
unlocks all the
tunnel.
levers actually has the
The
same
third
gems,
of
so
the
you can see
signal
when they're
crystals
pulled.
begins to glow.
The smaller the party, the more glory we receive.
Really?
One of those places that everyone always goes right.
I always go left.
I feel like we talked about that already.
That's why I brought it up. It's funny how, like, I bet if we went to a different server, everyone on that server would go left instead of right.
Yeah, funny you say that. In Too Hot to Handle, everybody in Galanda goes on the opposite side that we do for that raid.
In Too
Go
Hot?
down fighting the boss. So
Oh,
they have tank on one side
The
and
tank on the right.
the rest of us on the other. Yeah, it's really strange.
I mean, I bet the portal direction is strange. Of course, I maintain that everybody does that wrong. You know, I think I recorded because I devised an optimized portal route when we were doing when we were pushing that to R10. And I
Pushing what to R10?
the shroud.
Oh, Shroud, okay.
Yeah, because there's the portals in the first phase, like there's 5 different variations depending on which server you're on.
Fear Reaper to the left.
And a
And
Carnage.
Carnage.
Like Galanda. No, you know I
And
probably
Plague
shouldn't
Reaper.
even try to. Oh, you're probably plagued now, aren't you? Like a bunch of between the servers, I think there's like 4 variations of what order to do the portals in part 1.
Yeah, I never learned any of them, so can't say to that.
There was
There's a
even
remnant here.
we actually used a back in the day when we were doing like speed shrouds. When like level cap was 20, we'd do heroic shroud on elite in like 10 minutes. But there was a route for the portals that you would actually do a 2 group version to minimize how much time you spent running. But none of the portal versions actually matched the version that I ended up coming up with to kind of maximize a few different things. I remember doing the video. I don't remember if I ever posted that portal route though. I was gonna post it on the forums. Like, here's an optimized version, but
Remnant over
The
here.
second sigil flickers to life,
there might be
and
two.
the magic barrier fades.
I picked up two
The way to
recently,
the
but I don't know if
artifact
both were
chamber
here or
is
one was
now
somewhere else.
clear.
Almighty
Hardcore
Dragon.
still going on?
Yeah. Through September 22nd, I think is
Ah.
another month. Almighty Dragon, please accept this offering of a sorcerer.
Oh,
Haha, I'm a dragon kin, so that's not gonna work. I'm already rooting for him.
Oh, you guys are shining.
Songs and blur, please. Thank you.
Is it the crown on your head?
Yeah, it's
crown of flame?
one of the cosmetic.
Yeah, it's one of the REM ones.
Yes, the diadem of fire.
Cause there was another one, like a crown of fire or something.
Yeah, so the crown of fire, which didn't look like a crown at all, which people got really upset with, and then they made the crown actually the diadem of fire that actually looks like a crown of fire.
Okay.
The crown of fire looks like an Indian headdress, but it's all kind of made of orange and yellow, and some people actually like it. I think it's awful.
Which is probably why they responded to that
The
criticism
imposing
by
form
making a
of an
completely new
ancient
one
blue
instead of
dragon flies
replacing it, right?
away, leaving the black dragon behind.
Yes.
Which
My master
makes
has
sense.
escaped and the second ritual is complete, says Goron. There's just one loose end. Time to teach you a lesson.
Receive it.
He seems to hit harder the second time around.
yeah. Oh man, that was quite the swipe.
Lightning strikes the water below, causing
You might
electricity
want to make sure you're not in the direction of the head.
All right, here they come.
Man, I love Renew.
Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course.
The other set of trash is up. Meow. Hey, don't let the dragon do that. That hurt.
Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it. Lightning strikes the water below, causing electricity to course through it.
I am you didn't mean to damage me. You just mess rules up.
acid dribbles from the mouth of the
I mean,
dying
he
lion.
not breath weapon very often that time.
Gorgolan has been defeated.
Not very
You
often.
can't help but wonder what the blue dragon
Nice
took
tanking,
with it when
Arcot.
it escaped.
Well done.
Thanks, I guess.
Hey, you're still alive.
Good healing.
Yeah, that helped. Sure.
Oh, legendary Forgotten Axe.
Legendary Scale Stone of Arvorus.
Anybody actually
Anybody
want
have
this
a
axe?
war-
Legendary forgotten.
I got a mythic
axe.
1+2.
I think mine's actually mythic as well.
Interesting.
Well, if you have a mythic one, do you want this one? If you don't want it, I'll take it.
Ooh.
Yours.
Does somebody have a Warforge? Because this Docent is Mythic boost, armor boost +4.
You said you want 2 of these axes, Arcot? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm looking at making a 2-weapon fighting
Alright.
guy, and you know, axes would be these would be a good way to do it.
Should get the one out of Raven's Bane.
Ravenloft.
Yeah, the one that's like +2 weapon if it's an offhand.
Oh, I forgot about that. Did you want this one back?
No, I don't care. I'm never
Okay.
gonna use it, so that's a little bit. You could use that one a level earlier, anyways. So
Right, that's true.
Nobody has the Epic Warforge?
nope, not that's gonna wear
Saved
that
for
armor.
victory. Celebrate our
Yeah, it's a cool little
Right.
cool little docent.
I hate saying it, but if you're not wearing a Sharn or Ravenloft armor or docent, then you're probably doing it wrong.
Fair
Are
enough.
you gonna? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, when I did a 2-weapon fighter using axes, I used Tornado and the axe from Ravenloft. It's pretty sweet.
Tornado's the one from Killing Time.
I think so.
Yes.
That sounds right. Well, hey, thanks for watching DDOCaSplat. We hoped you enjoyed taking some time out of your day to check out from the world and watch us talk about nothing important and play something not important at all. Hope you had as much fun as we did. You can check us out at twitch.tv/DDOCast for DDOCaSplat Live and for our live, mostly weekly news and discussion podcast. And you can check out DDO.com to download and play DDO for free yourself, or twitch.tv/DDO stream for other people twitching DDO, and also for D&D night on DDO stream, which is Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Thanks for watching.